What?
A lot of different options, a lot of flexes. We're not likely to know exactly where the Akali and Sion are going this time as Tarzan.
I'd love to
reach
see it.
into that book once again, and that's going to be the Elise, and against Cuz as well.
He played Elise a single time. I believe it was in the Worlds qualifier, and they lost that game.
Back onto the Ezreal. Sangyu made it look damn strong today in our first series.
I
Not
don't
in the first game, but in the rest.
Oh, here we go. Flash misses.
Yeah, flashes forward and depth. Going to be absolutely fine. The first cocoon not going to find the mark as Lehends was trying to do to them. Roaming around
Lehends
here
is actually all
Lehends.
alone with no flash.
Yeah, gets that very deep ward in there. Does have the repel available. Will get behind Pawn, but puts himself very close to that knock-up from the Zac. And he's likely just going to get taken down here. Tucson comes in, wants an assist.
Damage on Tarzan, but you still heavily lose the 2v2. It's level 5 Zac, so yeah, still have to move away from that. Pawn might be caught here.
Yeah, Chovy diving forward. The flash has to be used here from Pawn, but the E was held onto for so long. There's the audacious charges. Pawn very, very low. Trying to get more done here, but gets their heads bogged together. Doesn't matter as Cuz still has to flash to get his way out, and he will lose it. But still, he's the one that goes down for first blood. We're going to check it out again.
The moment that he starts hoovering down this minion, he's actually screwed his team up in many ways because there's no way for Zac to respond to this. Doesn't have Let's Bounce. There's nobody to help him out. This time, Jace is under turret, and that means Sion will respond first. So it ends up being a replay of this bot lane play that we missed. Watching the play through here. Didn't catch one. This was the summoner blown onto Lehends to start. Ezreal was trading up with the early Sheen. Mid lane's going just fine. Chovy farming it out. Pawn trying to chase.
Yeah, Tarzan able to audaciously charge over the wall on top of him there as well. Has to go into his stopwatch, but is this a see or death moment? That's the question. The answer is a definitive yes, as that teleport has to be followed, but that's one too many turret shots. The flash from Rascal, not able to take down Tarzan, just not... Yeah, I think so too. I feel like Smeb was really our biggest Blade of the Ruined King Jace player as Deft gets engaged on here by Tarzan. That amount of damage is just despicable.
Oh, Cuz
dives forward. Yeah, he was looking for it. But unfortunately, without your 80 carry, he's just going to go down as Tarzan continuing the pressure. Turret falls.
I'm not Jace main, but I've seen the matchup enough to know he probably shouldn't be losing a turret solo.
That being said, things going wrong elsewhere on the map as well as Cuz once again looking for an engagement, but choosing your target as an Ezreal probably not a great idea as there's the flash from Tarzan trying to turn it around. Gets knocked back. It's Rascal that's able to help out there as Cuz should go down to the passive. The Q from Viper is enough for that. As Deft looking for a way into this fight. The Q able to do some damage, but it's Sword tanking the majority of it. Good knock up off to the side. Chovy 1v1 against Pawn, but low health bars here for Griffin. They're still pushing forward. Deft has the ultimate, and now the re-engage from Kingzone. Lehends so incredibly low. The flash from Deft, as now we've got Sword channeling the Q, but that means the Deft free hitting onto him. It's going to be the Mystic shots there, and Viper way too low to get himself back forward. Zombie Sion is just a beast trying to take down Deft as the teleport's here to turn it around once again. Was still able to get so much more than Kingzone.
Now there is an Infernal being worn by them, and Chovy could be taken down here. No ult, remember, on Pawn.
Yep. That being said, he will need to be very, very careful. Disdain not able to actually arm, and the corrosive charge also not going to find it because gets the flash out. Chovy will get his head bonked into the turret as Deft lands it this time, wants to find the Q.
Sion!
Doesn't get it! Sidestep from Deft keeps him out of the way, but now Pawn once again in a horrible spot, and Chovy gets into the shroud and baits beautifully. Both of them go down. The best friend's dead at exactly the same
of the threshold of the just available fear beyond death. Awesome stuff from Griffin across two different encounters. And now they want to kill Rascal, who doesn't have a lot of good places to go, and is actually awkwardly spotted by the Vision Clan.
Yep. Chovy gonna jump over that wall, and Rascal tanking the turret because he has to. Is in a whole host of trouble. Acceleration gate might get him a little bit further towards safety, but Lehends needs to land a cocoon, picks the juke. And that should be Chovy grabbing the kill. He will do it.
Only as good as your last cocoon, so Lehends looking pretty good.
He's great.
Let's watch the replay here. This is such an extended play where Chovy, he's been playing with his food again and again. He knows Pawn doesn't have ult, but he takes so much free damage at the start. Remember, fleet footwork and also the gunblade for spell vamp and lifesteal. Right at the tail end here, only right at the end do we see it come in. He has the W, he held this for a long time, not shown in the Spectre overlay. This time, Pawn does hit the ultimate. The Fear Beyond Death does arm, but it never goes through. There's not quite enough damage, and the ability to turn, thanks to Support Elise Redemption Heal, of all things, to put doubt into Griffin's mind before they start a barrel.
Well, Sword does have teleport available right now, actually. Rascal picks up that red buff. No steal to go over to Griffin here, but Pawn underneath this mid lane turret. I have a feeling he's dead. Another cocoon's going to land. A very easy pick off under the turret in the mid lane.
Perhaps here from the casting desk, where you don't have to hedge your bets at all.
What, right at the back of the fountain? Is that not okay?
You know, I don't know if you're safe there, Atlas.
That's real scary stuff. As I'm beginning to believe you, as Tucson just going to get solid out on the back end. Tarzan picks that one up on the stage right now, in front of everyone.
Very deep teleport being attempted here to try to squish a bug one more time.
Yeah, he's going to be able to transfer to the Baron really nicely. Has the cocoon as deft. He's going to be able to avoid it. Lehends will. Oh my god! The redemption keeps him alive for that little while longer. Lehends is the one that's jumped on that train and is now going to get caught once again, but Cuz puts his face into that cocoon, and that is not what you want. The rest of his friends do turn up. Kings don't have to back away. Chovy once again in his Shroud. One is started. Deft just explodes! Chovy found him, and Chovy dealt with him as well. Lehends gets in here, but he's not the one to talk about because all the damage is elsewhere. Cuz probably didn't want to actually kidnap anyone into the backline. His Sword just delivered free entry. The Urgot dies as an afterthought, and Rascal says, I don't want to go anywhere near you guys. I'm happy to sacrifice the base. I might take a turret on the map.
Disconnected half a second later. Found his death was an afterthought. They take down the Baron. 5,000 damage at Kali. Thank you very much.
They were even going to be able to mesh together. What was this team going to be? Well, against Griffin, they've been found wanting, but I think that most teams will be in that same category, as we've got another engage coming in from Tarzan. Gets the knockback as the kidnap's used just to get Cuz out of dodge. The damage still going to be there, and the inhibitor going to go down. Tarzan sacrifices half of his health bar for that cocoon. Landing onto Pawn, and he gets destroyed by Lehends. Has that Q damage just to get rid of the Urgot. And Chovy, what is that? Dives onto Deft, somehow got tagged, and that's the True Shot Barrage, finishing it off. I don't know how that happened, but damn, Deft was, now you're here, now you're not, and the Nexus is going to go down because now no one has any damage to speak of. Griffin. Showing up here on the LCK stage for 2019, they were beasts in the Casper Cup, and they're continuing it on the LCK stage.
Welcome back to the LCK, Griffin. You have not missed a trick. 10 matches now is the streak since the start of Casper Cup on the 2019 patch. And how long can that streak extend, both in the LCK and also over the course of 2019? Griffin don't need to step up and celebrate. No fist pumps needed. They know they've just done the minimum, and the minimum for Griffin is a 2-0.
And that tag and burst at the end from Chovy really solidifying what this match
Viper
was.
loved it so much after getting the kill, he just ran into the fountain and died. He was like, I need to die next to my good friend Deft.
Yeah, and also needs to try and even out his scoreline with his support play, you know, giving him some support, some moral support he gets from Lehends so often. You can see feeling probably a bit downtrodden are these guys. Pawn taking a while to get his mind into gear after what was a shellacking versus this team. I know we often reserve that for games that don't go very long, but regardless, it's what it felt like here. Just very lopsided, and this Griffin squad are juggernauts already after one game.
If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, dance until the dawn. If only we and dance